How do we even make this thing again? Okay. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Thank you. So today we'll be talking about tech giants from zero to billions. Those tech guys that started from nothing to something. So we'll be discovering the inspiring journeys of visionary finders who started with nothing and created global technology empires. Yeah, so we'll explore their raw beginnings, their defining moments, and the mindset that turned dreams into powerhouses. From Elon Musk risk-taking to Jack Ma's relentless rejection, these stories aren't just inspirational, they are blueprints for bold innovations. So they started with nothing, myth, and reality. Most iconic tech founders began with little capital, no influential connections, and faced massive skepticism. True stories reveal struggle, death, and relentless rejection before breakthrough success. Remember, 90% of startups fail, often from funding gaps or missing market fit. Right. So we often romanticize the idea of starting from nothing, but what does that really mean? These founders didn't just lack money, they lacked access, mentorship, and in many cases, acceptance. They faced cultural differences, language barriers, self-doubt, and financial desperation. It's also crucial to acknowledge the odds. 90% of startups fail not from laziness, but often because of poor timing, lack of funding, or not truly understanding the market's need. These giants beat the odds by staying obsessed with solving real problems and adapting with grit. Now let's move to the other one. So we're looking at Elon Musk, the tenacious risk taker. Elon Musk didn't have a silver spoon. He fled a difficult childhood in South Africa, moved to Canada at age 17 with barely any money, and often survived on $1 a day. That's plenty. Despite the hardships, he kept learning, reading, coding, and imagining. He sold Zip2 for $307 million and co-founded PayPal. But instead of retiring rich, he risked it all, investing everything into Tesla and SpaceX. At one point, both companies were weeks from collapsing. Most people would have cashed out. Musk doubled down. His lesson, vision without sacrifice is just a dream. Innovation at a scale requires betting on yourself even when no one else will. We'll be talking about Jack Ma, the rejection-proof visionary. Jack Ma is rejection personified. Jack Ma is rejection personified, and he owns it. He failed his university entrance exam 3 times. Out of 24 applicants to KFC, he was the only one rejected. Even Harvard said no 10 times. But rejection didn't break him, it refined him. He gathered 17 friends in a tiny apartment and founded Alibaba with just $60,000. At the time, giants like eBay and Amazon were already dominating, but Jack Ma's secret weapon was understanding Chinese businesses and offering them what global platforms didn't. That's local insight, free listings, and unwavering trust. His story reminds us sometimes being told no is the best motivation to build your own yes. Whatever his name is. Jan Koum, the underdog who connected the world. Jan Koum's story reads like a movie. He immigrated from Ukraine to the US with his mother, surviving on food stamps and cleaning floors to survive. He taught himself computer science using manuals he borrowed from libraries. He worked at Yahoo but was later rejected by both Facebook and Twitter. Yet, here's the twist. Facebook eventually bought his creation, WhatsApp, for $19 billion. Why was WhatsApp special? It was simple, private, and respectful of user experience. Jan knew what undeserved users needed because he was one of them. He didn't build WhatsApp to impress Silicon Valley. He built it to solve a real problem, staying connected cheaply and privately across borders. Okay. So, these are key lessons for your journey. Resilience. Turn failure into fuel and adapt and pivot swiftly. Stay focused on long-term audacious goals. Embrace personal sacrifice for breakthrough innovation. Solve real problems, not just chasing hype. In conclusion, the power of persistent innovation. Every one of these tech giants faced overwhelming odds, but they didn't let their background write their story. They chose to bet on themselves and serve people in meaningful ways. So I ask you, what nothing do you have today? A lack of funds? No connections? Maybe even a string of rejection? Good. You're in the perfect position to build something the world hasn't seen, because the greatest currency in tech isn't money, it's vision, grit, and relentless execution. Thank you.